tactics, excited expressions, disintegrated all my adversity. I meditated through what was hurting me. I guess I'm optimal at writing optimistic poems poetically. I persevere purposefully. You see the passion leaking from my pineal? Rambunctious in all my intelligence, transmute my dopamine into art pieces, that's essence. And I only use my ego when they paying for the presents. I'm overly dedicated, you can't pimp this butterfly, damn, I'm sitting on records. Leaving crowds inundated cause I'm really a legend, really not second, really Anunnaki, really drop lessons. Time is not real, it's always 11:11. Word tricks, lyrical drip, it's Leo season, I will go cynical for this. Flip switch, duality, high level spiritual biz. I don't do this for recognition. I do it because it make me feel ubiquitous. The gift is ambiguous, free will trapped in comparison. We don't even feel fit to win. Still I'm him, magnificent, elegant, shining off my grin. They getting all the isms off my mannerisms while I'm intentionally charging my chakras with every glowing movement. You not going through it, you growing through it. Pain is the essence to help you show improvement. Through my poetic revelation, you know I was chose to do it. Nothing I do is minute, even if it's a haiku. My poems, they feel like Obalaka. Like if you was under a palm tree, smoking Rasta, a divine concoction, the flow is proper. I match verses and syllables like a holy father. No compliance to society's presidential puppeteers. I don't say we in the last days. I just say the love is near. Perspective. Y'all can follow me at Willis Writer. Subscribe on YouTube at Willis Writer. I got a new album out. So Willis Writer, W-R-I-T-E-R. Thank y'all.
Applaud a poet, applaud a poet. The energy that you give is the energy that you receive. You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now. Snap, snap. Give it up for Brenda Phillips. All the way to the stage. All the way to the stage. All the way to the stage.
Hey, y'all. I'm going to really do something real quick and then get out of y'all way, all right? All right. Never knowing my words will fill blank pages, creating a blueprint from my pain, showing other women we are one and the same, and they too will push through. All right. For the girl that struggles with body image, who doesn't love the pigment of her skin and wishes she was another complexion. All right. For the girl that feels the need to watch what she eats, or maybe she doesn't eat at all, because every time she turns around, society reminds her of her weight, fixated on what she has lost or gained, and as a result, the tulip bowl in her face have engaged in some of the most intimate conversations. I write for that teenage girl whose friends' parents have labeled her as fast, because to them it seems that she's never home and always running the streets, when actually they like blue skies and some rays are her favorite hours. And she tries to avoid the moon in dark rooms like lies that avoid truths, forced to become a woman too soon. Most will never know he was picking her flower before it ever had the chance to bloom. I write for the queen who hasn't figured out how to leave. He plays baseball with her face at least once a week. Isolated from family, she couldn't fabricate any more lies explaining why there are broken blood vessels in her eye and black and blue bruises around her throat. She seen what love got to do with it a million times, but never once thought she would end up with her own rendition of Ike. I write for the queen who just turned 30. And it seems everyone wants to pose those same two questions. Why aren't you married? Or why don't you have kids yet? PSA, why aren't you married, or why don't you have kids yet? It's not an invitation into conversation and family gatherings or anywhere for that matter. So stop asking us that question, because frankly, it's none of your goddamn business. I write for that mother-to-be that's having a hard time trying to conceive, miscarrying 1, 2, 3, but praying to never get to 4, 6 arms, 6 feet, 3 cycles. Lord, please break this cycle. She didn't sign up for her womb to become a revolving door for miscarriages and stillborns. I write for the single mother that is doing her best, for the grandmother who is raising her grandchildren, for any woman or girl who's been through an abortion, for the young queen who's learning to love her reflection. I write for that girl boss who's chasing her dreams and demolishing her goals as if it was her last feast. I write to tell every woman and girl, you are the face of this universe. Be your own canvas. Don't let this world color you with this darkness. Remember, you are the light. You are praise and worship on a Sunday morning. You are ambition. You are your grandmother's cooking in the kitchen. You are the hood on a hot summer day. You are a book on the beach in the month of June. You are Anita Baker on replay. Sure, you are sugar spicing everything nice. But my loves, you are also fire, fearless, and gangster rap. You are strength. You are dignity. You are affirmations of poetry. You are art. You are the moon. You are appreciation and gratitude. My loves, you are motherfucking magical. So I write, never knowing my words will fill blank pages, creating a blueprint from my pain, showing other women they are one and the same, and they too will push through. I write for me. I write for us. I write for you, and you. And if you can, pull out your phones and follow me at Miss We Care. I follow everybody at. That's at MSWCARE. Thank you guys. That's my time.
Applaud a poet, applaud a poet. Yo, listen, I promise you, you going to eat whether you buy tacos or not. Either you going to eat tacos or you going to eat spiritually, mentally. Understand? We agree? Snap, snap. You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now for Nico. All the way to the stage.
I haven't taught anyone in about 2 months, and I'm heading back to a school that's going to be vastly different than when I left it. And if you don't join the fight for your public education in Houston, you're going to be denying kids this education that I'm about to show you, right? This is the kind of thing we talk about in my history classroom. Because we won the invasion, because we can, we leave their story untold. Historians have trouble admitting the accomplishment of indigenous civilization. Even though we're in their country, because most white people haven't had to survive by their own people's genocide, they didn't understand how societies indigenous to this land didn't have an understanding of diseases. But Indians just didn't sleep next to their burdensome beasts. They fought diseases by taking care of their own, together, praying over sick daughters and sons only to be wiped out by smallpox, plague, measles, and flu. Everyone always concentrates on invasion wave number 2, but 90% of Turtle Island people died. Surfing on epidemic waves in a deathly tide when the Portuguese and English and Spanish and French claimed abandoned land under the guise of doing what's best, burning homes, capturing slaves, inciting wars, using disease, the gun, the shock, and awe of a horse, conquering weakened empires and tribes, quickening civilization's demise. But we're taught to be proud of conquistadors sending plague-stricken armies to rout. But we look at this story all wrong. Cortez may have been a beast, but the enemies, the Aztecs, sent an army 100,000 strong, who would later die of disease in 2 weeks after victory. I'd like to revise history with the poignant patches. Indigenous people had technology Europeans couldn't match. Canoes were better than boats and bows better than muskets. Indians donated their moccasins to European hikers. Inca launched fireballs, setting mountains on fire. Conquistadors traded their steel plate for leather armor the Mexica made. It could withstand arrow, dart, and some lead shot. The Tenochtitlan made chimpanas, farms on floating pots. And Indians made suspension bridges out of grass called the Devil's Work by Spaniards who crossed scooting on their ass. 3/5 of our world crops today came from the New World, but it's treated as an oddity rather than technology natives unfurled, y'all. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a fucking lie. He took it because he lived among the Blackfoot tribe, stealing philosophy for his own. No wonder our school systems feel like oppression. They're the basis for our children's education is based on a stolen lesson. The original practice insisted that every child have a supportive community, as in, there is no learning without first a loving family. As a people who prioritize the precious life of every individual perfect child. In the traditions of indigenous tribes, stories are connected to the land with ties that bind. These people have been here since time began. My ancestors have been here since time began. And they came to us with disease in hand. Sorry, we came to us with disease in hand. It's weird being descended from colonizers and colonized, the Spaniards and the people they evangelized. But I went to school being fed lies and learned about only one of my histories. They told me my past was a mystery, but Indians know their own past well enough. All it takes is an author who can deny the victor's bluff and find the truth. I'm no longer a naive youth. I see the powers that deny indigenous rights and systemic attack, and that's why I support giving the people their fucking land back.
Give it up for the poet. Give it up for the poet. I hope y'all was listening because that was some real shit. We got to be active. We got to support that. Like, we have to be involved. That's the only way we can create change, right? Snap, snap. You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now for Joshua 6. J6. Applaud the poet. Applaud the poet. All the way to the stage. All the way to the stage.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I say feeling good. Y'all gonna say feeling great. Feeling good? Feeling good? I don't feel great. Feeling good? All right. I go by the name J6, aka H-Town's Greatest on IG. H-Town's Greatest, J6. And here we go. Any, many, miny, mo. I tell the truth with every note. If you were chosen, now you know. Read up, young brother, and you shall grow. Bang, bang, here we go. Not again, another bro. Trigger happy, lost control. Damn, he just shot the bro. Hung on my own laces like a rope. Savages going out of control. You play the spot, you play the role. Wake up, young brother, this is mind control. See, like a knowledge is a lack of power. Time tick, tick, ticking by the hour. I hope it's collapsing like the towers. It's time to grow as a people, like a flower. Let's be elegant as we branch out and let it stand out like a lion's growl. But let us never be the child that's soft-spoken and just cries out. See, them colors fade through that red, blue, and white. Somehow it's my flag, but I always gotta fight. I gotta be careful tonight because I'm 4 deep in the car. Nigga judging like the God-given right. Many dropping us like flies. I guess it's what it calls SWAT. They're hiding in the skies like an undercover thought. The blood we shed, the tears that fall, they cause injustice and scars us all. See, they stripped us our rights and they stripped us our voice. Pinned crimes on us, gave us no choice. See, we're guilty to prove innocent, not innocent to prove guilty. If you ask me, this is an ongoing endless cruelty. And I don't mean to be so revolutionary, but for some reason, justice in America became contrary. Now I say that to say this. Break every chain for the been attached way too long. If behind the door was the melody, then why can't we sing that song? So why do they look at the key as if something's wrong? Wake up, young brothers and sisters, and realize where you belong. I'm sorry. I'm usually making rhymes by switching lane to lane and gripping wood grain, but then I realize it's always a time for change. Like when things ever change, when people in change expect to be hanging, when people in change expect to be hanging, when people in change expect to be hanging, all they wanted was change. J6.
Applaud the poet, applaud the poet. I'm sweating like a hooker in church. These grown people, this is a grown situation. It's hot as hell. But I'm drinking and I feel good. You drinking? Ajane, they drinking? They need to drink more. The better I look, it just, the more you drink. And the more you drink, you get slanted and I look skinnier. Clap, clap. are building energy right now. You are building energy right now for Carlos Salazar. Applaud the poet all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. He was getting great.
Sorry, guys, I was at the bar, which is where you guys should be. Eliot once wrote of the spring, of lilacs and desire, and how April was the cruelest month, but he never once had to endure Texas in July. And if I could survive this summer's most brutal heat, then I could survive anything. I've heard it said that our bodies are 70% water and that there is calcium in our bones derived from collapsing stars, and how beautiful I find it that we created imagery and language to help each other cope with the intrinsic terror of being alive. And how at the Big Bang, or when God gave Adam a piece of his soul, this world exploded with stories to tell. And I love that every single human being that has ever lived has dipped their toes into that well. It reminds me of the stories my grandmother used to share before I went to bed, and how I know that my mother is the strongest woman I've ever known, but her entire life has been about survival. And it's only been in quiet moments that she has shared with me, if she could have been anything, she would have chosen to write. And that's when tears swell in my eyes, because you see, over the years, I have shared my words in front of thousands, and I know now that every second of stage fright was mine, because the boldness and courage, that's been the gift of my mother's maiden name. And from the depths of a collapsing star to the bottom of the oceans of this earth, to this moment right here, I know that Vonnegut, everything is beautiful, but all of it hurts. And what a wonderful, inexplicable terror to be alive at the edge of a universe that seems so hell-bent on finding meaning out of insignificant stories written by hearts that beat with the rhythm of the tides, that sing love songs to long dead stars. Tell me that when you look up at the night sky and you realize the light reflected in your eyes went dark eons ago, does that make you feel more alone? Or does it make you feel more connected to Shakespeare and Keats, to Wilde and Yeats, to Hemingway, those old fools who dared to look inside themselves at the intrinsic terror of being alive and came up with the phrase, can anything born of this universe not be a romance?
Turn up, turn up. Applaud the poet, applaud the poet. Y'all still not ready. Y'all still not ready. You see this? This is glorious. This came from some type of grape in some type of field, in some type of fermentation of something that was great in life. Applaud the drink. I don't know what's the name of that. What's the name of this? Ajane? I don't know. UCJ? I don't know. Just get it. I'm just saying. Snap, snap. Y'all having fun? We do this all the time. Every Wednesday. You should come out. You should pull out your phones right now on Instagram. Put it up in the air. Follow right about now. You need to know do we agree? Yo, we got a dope visionary, the poet. This is your time to like go back there. Mira, say hi. She got merch for sale. Say merch for sale. Yes, we need to support that. We need to support that. Amen. All right. Are you ready for your next artist? Say yeah. You are building energy right now. Snap, snap. For Jada Luciano.
To the little Afro-Latino girl bullied in elementary school, I pray that you have forgiven and prayed for the girls that preyed on you, that you don't continue to internalize all of the times you were criticized and made fun of just little girls a few months older than you were, fighting wars within themselves, hiding from the mirror.
Let's pause. We're going to start over. All over. We're going to start this over because we can't hear her, can we, guys? So we need to do it all over, right? So we're going to bring her up all over again like the queen she deserves. So go back. Snap, snap. You are building energy right now for Jada Luciano.
All right. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, great. I love that. I'm going to start over now. I wasn't going to say nothing at first, but I feel like I got to say something now. Can you hear me now? Wow, we love that. Thank you. Y'all are so nice. My name is Jada Luciano. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at _Jada Luciano. To the little Afro-Latino girl bullied in elementary school, I pray that you have forgiven and prayed for the girls that preyed on you, that you don't continue to internalize all of the times you were criticized and made fun of just little girls a few months older than you were, fighting wars within themselves, hiding from the mere possibility of getting burned or much easier to raise attack amongst the smaller camps nearby. Crazy that even at our young age, we understood the fear and danger of controlled firearm. Crazy that even at our young age, we'd rather pull the trigger towards the innocents than to humble ourselves enough to the idea of being split open. Everyone wants to be seen and understood until it's time to see and understand themselves. Seeing you, but not seeing you. Understanding you, but not wanting to hold on to, not wanting to live in to what felt like a little dying thing. So now I have a question for my oppressor. Who be the girl on the other side of your reflection? Did it hurt to see her? Was the pain she enforced on you the spark? Did it set enough rage to set a war that forced the little girls like me to think that I too was only a little dying thing? You see, us humans, we project only when denial is present. Crazy. If the rope tied to my third grade restroom stall tight around my neck was tight enough, my casket would have been the greatest music box, but I instead turned into the greatest testimony, would have rather died instantly, painting the pavement with my heart and truth than to slowly die, hiding from the fact that without help, without healing, without direction and guidance from our Creator, without direction and guidance from God, we are all simply sleepwalking Barbie dolls packaged inside pretty caskets. But please know that wrapping a dying thing in wrapping paper and painting it with glitter don't stop the dying thing from dying. To the little Afro-Latino girl bullied in elementary school, I pray that you have forgiven and prayed for the girls that preyed on you. They didn't realize, she didn't realize she was praying only on her own reflection, but they still prayed. She prayed but couldn't land the killing. They didn't know. She didn't realize the prayer warriors. You see, the prayer warriors don't play when it comes to me. There is always somebody praying for me. Jada.
Applaud a poet. It just make your hips went up. Like the old, like I'm in a juke joint. Y'all wasn't feeling that? And all, like the energy is like that. Like, give me some energy. Yeah, I like it. You having fun? Yeah. Are you eating? Snap, snap. You are building energy for your next artist. Say, girl. Give it up for UCJ.
Thank you. I was gonna say something too, cause I put this damn fit together today. Y'all see me? Shit, put that shit on. Put it on. I also make clothes, so if you want to follow me, you can get some, and I'll style you for a couple dollars too. Just hit my FaceTime, I'll give you your clothes and all that. But you can follow me at uc.jae. I'm an entrepreneur. I make clothes. I'm a poet, and today I got one of my OG poems, but it's always a good one. It's called "Still Young." Oh shit! Oh shit! I've been an adult most of my life. No matter how many times I've been told to get out of my face and stay in your kid's place. See, that place is no space, and that quote is fake because we share the same traumas. Us and our mamas. Both understanding we're misunderstood, yet lacking that understanding because where we come from is no good. The strange fruit don't fall far from the tree, but the fruit does only leave when it's ripe. That's why we're low-hanging fruit, sharing similarities of the lineage of our life's past. Bang, that's his ass because he just got in trouble. I have no control. I'm the puppet wanting to be Geppetto, hoping to be a real boy, and I'm lying my ass off like I'm good. I love you. I agree. I'm free of all facade semantics to the antics that we constitute is living, but we're barely surviving. And here's the truth. It hinders our use because we do what they did to us. It's a part of our function. One masters the game and the others run from it. We're birthed into whippings and hate and then expected to love it. That's why I always say abuse is a love language. And so is abandonment, because I love the fact of not having shit and is now crafted into my masterment. So when I fathom shit, I laugh at it because life is a joke. And this was not made for me. We built this shit, yet still got nothing. So how do I have hopes and dreams? We're on borrowed time, but it seems to already be a lean on something I feel like I barely fucking have, but we're still young, right? See, I'm wise beyond my years, but y'all question my intellect. Not questioning where we get the wisdom and the life experience that you believe your generation has the worst struggles until some right that is true. But I'm still black in America, and my black ass came from you, so you don't think I bear similar struggles mixed with your misery too? Normalizing master's rules to make a subordinate youth, I wonder where lays those roots. Harpo, we are responsibility, not your property. It shouldn't take for me to be grown and free of you to be valued and respected, because long before legal age, my rights to my childhood was neglected. Like, boy, did she say stay in the kid's place? Well, I shouldn't be here to begin with. I want to go outside and do kid shit, but I'm watching raising them responsible for your kids and shit, and not just us. Y'all too did it, because y'all raised them youngers when y'all was just trying to live, and that's why you think it's normal. Our ancestors was misled and tricked, because why have several kids and you barely have a pot to piss? You really thought this government would assist. Education basically exempt, so the burden lied on you. Many of us are children, but taught and parented our parents too, and this is all I ask of you. Just relate, because the message comes without a date but still remains true. Like, are you an old soul or were you forced to grow up fast? Clean freak, or are you scared of them lashes on your ass? Clingy, maybe because you never had nobody last. Tight on money, probably because poverty is your past. Do you have a tough exterior because your inside is as fragile as glass? See, we all know honor thy mother and father, but forget, provoke not your child unto wrath. Oh, geez, please don't be mad. I understand you did the best with what you had. I understand and empathize, but this is just the mindset of someone that had to grow up fast. Paul.
Applaud the poet, applaud the poet. UCJ, I'm still in that. Poem. You know, look. Poem. Yes, applaud the poet, applaud the poet. Y'all drinking? Y'all eating? Listen, it is hot, but we having fun in here. We got to act like we know each other. We family. Just don't breathe on me. Because, you know, make sure when you turn to the left and you turn to the right, you got some type of tic-tac, Altoid, something that correlates with not burning none of the hairs off my face, all right? You agree? Are you having fun? Listen, you are building energy right now for the next artist. Snap, snap, clap, clap. Yo, he hails from Jersey. He came a long way. Put your hands together for TC Blitz.
Yeah, what up, Houston? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? I know this might be a little finicky. Y'all can hear me? I bet. Like she said, I'm from Jersey. You know, I perform in Philly a lot. I'm here with my business partner, Visionary the Poet, who's going to be our main event later on. Give it up for Visionary, please. I'm going to be doing a new poem from this little chapbook I got. They'll be in the back. You can pay what you want for them if you want one. So I'm going to get into this piece for y'all. This world is going to test every ounce of good that resides within you. You will be subjected to things that are unnecessarily cruel, and it will cause you to spiral into everything that haunts you. For example, ex-girl has you shaking hands with the dude she knew would eventually replace you. The most mentally murderous states will come in a form as casual shake some days. You go from thinking somebody is a safe space to remembering why you had them walls up in the first place. I went from trying to learn all the ways to show my love to you to find a different drug to do to combat the overdose of you. People will beg you to show them the ropes, just to hang you with them. I remember the tears I shed were too common to validate sympathy, because haven't we all integrated someone into our hearts just to be segregated from our bodies? This pain don't even make me special. Now it's my job to go out into this world and be a better person than you were to me. Now I gotta heal so I don't bleed on others, despite the motherfuckers that was bleeding on me. How am I not to become the things this world has shown me? How am I to extend grace in the face of intensive hate? Somebody's gonna kill all the love inside of you. And ironically, you gotta live with that. Life is gonna clip your wings and time is still gonna fly. And I'm sick of bullshit influencers and their stupid Instagram quotes, sick of goofy ass affirmations and relationship memes from niggas who scheme on your desperate relationship needs. You want a real love, you're not even the real you. You the Instagram reel the internet reeled you into. I'm sick of shrinking to my smallest version after an attempt at being the bigger person. I'm sick of only feeling poetic when mental instability is in full effect. I'm sick of happiness being the equivalent of writer's block, and I'm sick of trauma being the key to the lock. I'm sick of a lot. I'm sick of people telling me they're ride or die, then exiting my life yet remaining alive. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of being a victim turned villain who's been damaging women and pretending not to know how my actions affect their feelings. I hate that my refusal to risk heartbreak has become my refusal to accept love. I hate that this be the type of shit that gets all the views and likes. I hate that my pain gets me features for open mics. I hate everything about me that people like. I hate that nobody prepared me for the loss of someone that is still alive. I hate that women love to be held until they're held accountable. I hate that people... Oh, damn. Yo, y'all toxic in Houston, bro. Y'all toxic down here, damn. Yo, y'all toxic, bro. All right. Y'all funny, bro. God damn. I'm crying, bro. It's in this book if y'all want it. Pay what you want for it. Pay what you want. I hate that nobody prepared me for the loss of someone that is still alive. I hate that women love to be held until they're held accountable. I hate that people think I have a way with words, when in reality, my ability is to write about my inability to move past hurt. I hate that my phone got better facial recognition than my mirror does. I hate that the word hate is considered a strong word. How does hate carry more weight than my fragile mental state? I hate how making the bed or buying food or loving yourself is so much work. I hate how I always feel like I'm complaining knowing someone else has it so much worse. I hate that people always want me to say something deep, but will never ask if I'm drowning.
Applaud a poet. I got the ugly face because the poem was ugly. Give it up for the poet. Which leads me into, if you have not followed right about now, you need to. Next week, Free K is your host featuring Jada Sage. Give it up for next week. And then we got the Drips Poetry Slam hosted by Kanai. No, give it up for that. It's called Drips. Dirty, real, intimate poetry. You need to come just because y'all need to come see what I'm going to be wearing. Which may be nothing. Like, no. I'm a nurse in real life. I can't do it. Y'all having fun? Ajane, they supporting the bar? Y'all supporting the bar? You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now. Snap, snap. for Carrie. All the way to the stage. The energy you give is the energy you receive.
Hello guys, my name's Kari. Today I got some old shit for y'all. Y'all, I'm about to turn 20 next month. I wrote this when I was 16, so this is ain't shit, okay? I've always been a part-time girl with a full-time heart. Only know how to be convenient. Only know how to be wanted when it feels good. So flowers don't bloom over here because they're grown from a weak foundation of roots that can't withstand bad weather, roots that can't withstand the changing of seasons, revolution. Love don't know what that is over here. Love only speaks when she is called to do so. So love don't know how to be uncomfortable. I only knew how to be his comfort zone. That's why his heart never grew for me, you see. I'm not familiar with the reciprocal love. You know, the kind that gives back. I can only recognize it when it's my own, yet I am a stranger to self-love. Yet I'm a stranger to true love. Happily ever after is only something the 7-year-old in me can fathom, because I stopped picturing that once I realized sometimes it is the prince that will feed you the poisonous apple. Sometimes it is the prince that will hold your finger against the spindle and you will think it's your fault because he convinced you that your hand was worth holding and that he was someone that you can trust to follow. Sometimes the beast you want to save may be picking off the petals from the enchanted rose himself because he feels comfortable in the cold and he was hoping you would stay for a while. Leave. Get up and leave. If your person only wants to hide your greatness from the world needs to see more people who love like you. You must leave and begin to show up for yourself, because in reality, a princess has to save herself 1,000 times before a prince does. My love don't go out of season, but I always find out that the people I spend it on do. I'm learning that humans are never entitled to anything permanently, and that love is not associated with possession, and I'm fine with that. That love may not always feel good, and I'm fine with that. That love will be mocked in many disguises before I ever meet them for real, but by then it'll be too late, because by then it'll be too hard to recognize. Too good to be true and too fiction to be non, too fantasy to be realistic. By then I'll be too tired. Worn out even, because I would have played that role, part-time girl, for so long I convinced myself I'm not someone worth keeping around. I learned to be someone people get bored of, so I understand if you've lost interest in the midst of this poem, even he knows I've tried. And by he, I mean the person who gave me the script. Thank you. I now know where I stand. I've always been a part-time girl with a full-time heart, and I think I'm due for a leave.
Applaud a poet, applaud a poet. DJ, get it ready. You be messing, like, I'll be into it. You're hurting me different. If you know it, you can sing it. You can sing. I gotta hear y'all. Y'all ready? Let me hear it. Yeah. You found what? One more. Give it up for yourself. Give it up for DJ. Get it ready. We in love. If you here with your partner, it's some stuff that might happen that make you might want to do what you do. When you get home, when you do what you do. Y'all having fun? Y'all eating? Hey, listen, you are building energy right now for the next artist. Snap, snap. He is known as the king of the deadly bends. He's the father of the deadly bends. Give it up for Reality. All the way to the stage.
Mic check. Y'all good? All right, quick announcement. September 27th, to October 2nd, we got the very first National Poetry Retreat here in Houston being hosted by the Deadly Pens. It is a whole week of poetry shows from poets from around the world. We will be here at right about now. We will be at Sugar's on Thursday night. We will have a pool party for all the sexy people who love poetry. And you do have to be 21 to enter this shit because we're not responsible for what happens to y'all's kids. For the whole week, we have a whole scenario of poetry events, workshops, parties that go on for those who love poetry and those who appreciate the art before a crowd of classy people. More say less. So if you need to, Google Deadly Pens Houston. It'll pull up. Get your tickets like immediately because every poetry venue for that week will most likely be sold out if you don't have tickets because we're bringing them from around the world. And with the next thing being said, on Thursday nights, come see me at Sugar's in Mo City. We started, doors open at 7:30. We go till, the show starts at 8:30 and we act up. So, all the men in the building, how y'all feeling? We good? Now, fellas, when we sit in this crowd and you with your lady and they do that whole, I had my heart broke poetry, which was good for the young lady who did that. That wasn't too bad. I appreciate that. But I never get a chance to have the feedback. Oh, you know it's coming. I never had a chance to give the feedback for the women who hate the men with and she's so fucking angry. So, as a man who represents every man in this building who's tired of that shit, here we go. So over your B-tap poetry, you know that bitter, toxic ass poetry where the broken heart poet uses the stage, ranting about every nigga that she chose with and eventually whom which she laid, open her legs, and now every man has to listen to this shit for the next 4 minutes, like her and the fuck nigga that she chose have the same fucking DNA. So on behalf of all the good men and the women who have good men, let me say, not there, man, got a grand scheme to waste your motherfucking time. Because although bitter princess, you feel that yours was wasted, hearing that long-ass poem, you sure enough wasted mine. And maybe the reason the nigga left you was because you presented yourself with pennies worth of thoughts when you presented yourself as a dime. I mean, ain't it a little overzealous to think that out of all these women in the world that you are worth a man seeking you out of darkness just to dim your light? That we as men ain't got shit better to do, so we wake up to fuck up your life? Did it occur to you that maybe you didn't take your ass serious because you got side chick tendencies when you really wanted to be a wife? And rather than go through a bunch of psycho shit with you, he chose to leave your ass alone. And the only reason you think that all he wanted is pussy, because that's the only thing you brought to the relationship of value that you own. I mean, ladies, how ignorant is it to think that another human being has time to make up, sit around, and design a game to fuck up your heart's emotions and to break your heart? But see, that's how a lot of y'all think. And even if this man was a king, after you trying to self-sabotage every part of the relationship and ruining everything, you making everything fall apart. And now we gotta hear about this bitter-ass poem about this gaslighting ass nigga that wasn't shit, and that you think switched up because all he did was treated you like you was other than who you presented at the start. Ain't nobody trying to fuck you over for fun. Newsflash, baby. If you chose that nothing-ass nigga, then regardless of what he did to you in the streets, it ain't the one that made you look dumb. And he played you for a fool maybe because you presented yourself as one. So now you over it. On every open mic preaching to the choir like your bitter broken heart makes you a scholar, but still you wasn't smart enough to know that if you keep laying down with these fucking dogs and you're gonna wake up with these fleas, but you're refusing to wear your tick collar. And by no means am I saying that you're a bitch, but you can't see the forest amongst the fog. So you attract who you are, which means that you're doing this to yourself when you keep treating your body like a killer for stray dogs. And you can't keep a good man because you present yourself as wife material soon after to reveal that you wasn't even worth the side chick spot. So he treats you like you act, and now you just a second thought. Low vibrations with high expectations. Average woman with high demands who is only good when the wood gets swollen. Your self-appraised value above cost. Not the first woman for any man that he would choose, baby. You're the second thought. And we have to hear how you was on your path to righteousness until some fuck nigga that you chose fucked up your GPS. Claiming that you gonna keep it to yourself because you ain't gonna have nobody throwing off your pH balance. Like it ain't your horrible ass diet, your lack of self-wear, or maybe it's them too tight pants that your ass can't fit, but yet you still wear. But don't let your box get no air. And that damn body contouring suit that keeps cutting off your circulation, or maybe it's the variety of friends that you done let in or outside of you without protection. Upset but lonely, starving for attention, willing to swallow what any man gives you. That's why your favorite song is about babies in your throat. Overlook a man willing to feed your soul, who ain't worthy of your timeline, so you back to this nothing ass nigga that every poem's about, just for the likes on your post. No self-respect with a whole spirit, and be mad that all the men you choose are willing to deal with your booze, so that nigga goes ghost. And here we go again with another bullshit, fuck that nigga, woe is me poetry, talking about how you too good of a woman, and you will never, you will never be disrespected. But the truth is, your heart is your responsibility. And it only got broke, baby, because you let it. So before you get on this stage again and start talking about these niggas who ain't shit, remember, these are the niggas that you end up with, and we are tired of hearing that shit. So get your life together, because like your time wasted in every relationship, my life is wasted every time you hit this stage and narrate the failures of your heart and your snatch. And this will be the poem you hear whenever a bitter, toxic-ass poet is on here. The good men and the good women who got good men, God damn it, we clapping back. I'm so over that shit.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. You look dumb ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
Applaud the poet. He said, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. Applaud the poet, applaud the poet. Hey, listen, we here at Wine do not, this is a disclaimer, we do not share the views of the poets that come up here and do the thing that they understand what I'm saying? Listen, they come up here to pour their heart and share a little bit of their soul. We do not censor the mic, so be ready for the shit that's going to come out of other people's mouth. He said, it's us is sis. I'm going to have 2 more drinks and I'm going to get back with him. All right? All right. Are you ready for your next poet? Say yeah. Snap, snap. Give it up for Visionary Prize. All the way to the mic. All the way to the mic.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I ain't gonna lie, it's been a long time since I've been on stage, and it feels amazing. I'm from Chicago. I just moved out here. Shout out Chicago. Hey, I want to give y'all something real quick. This is a little affirmation I say to myself. I want to give it to y'all. Every room I'm in, I belong there. Thank you. Hey, look, so I got 2 poems I want to say. I want y'all to tell me which one y'all like the best, and we're going to do that one. Is that cool? Y'all get what I'm saying? All right. So the first one is called Writing on the Wall. It's about a struggle of being a visionary. The second one is about, it's called Angel Numbers. It's me meeting, damn, I'm sorry. God damn. All right, Writing on the Wall. Let's go. Fuck my dreams, I only see them when I'm asleep. Like why I gotta be so fucking hard for me. Waking up to nightmares, fighting off demons, you might not see them, but they right here. Going through the motions of being broke, watching people lose hope, the ones that love me most. Back against the wall, still I don't know where to go. I heard them sneak this and I ain't even know it was smoke. That was heartbreaking, that was broke, plus we was close. I'm used to having trust issues. I'm a lover and I give, so I get misused. Tell God to get the snake so I don't get confused. I got no time to tell the difference. Moved to a new state, I had to get some distance. Problems still follow me. Probably it's me. Pain in my eyes, dog, and I can't see. Trying to wipe the blood. It's hard to feel the love. I almost turned to drugs. I almost turned to hurting inside. Hard to show it because I got pride. My girl got to me for the first time I cried. I hate feeling vulnerable. I'd rather be your hero. Who the fuck they fall on whenever I let tears go? I'm about to lose it. Let me take a deep breath. I gotta cool it. I've been doing good when I focus on my music. I hate feeling stuck like I ain't moving. Trying to find myself before I lose it.
The black and the bear, the son of the juice. Hey, applaud the poet. Hey, listen. This is the part of the show where we're about to go to our 15-minute intermission. But before we do that, I need you to pull out your phones. Everybody pull out your phones. DJ, get it ready. We need some music. Pull out your phones. All right? We're going to take our selfie. Find somebody that you sitting with. We're going to take our selfies. So on 3, we're going to say snap, snap, clap, clap. 1, 2, 3. All right, listen. We will come back. This is our 15-minute break. You support Ajane at the bar. You go out and get your tacos. You go to the bathroom. You go see Visionary, our poet feature tonight. Get to know her, and we will see you in 15. You are now in the hands of my DJ.
This is how we do it.
Honey shady is the last trick, but I ain't tripping on this bitch cause I know the type, but you want some clout shit. I can't complain cause I have fun. It's just my luck when I get a girl, always want another one. No coach, drop top, I be living cold hearts. Got me crossed on my religion. You could be running with a thug. You said you want a IG, looking for a nigga who can show you love. See you watching like you want it, but show you how to top, throw that ass on me, show me how you get up on it. I'm still fainting through last night. I know you body, big body, like.
Friday night, New York City, party going down. Friday night, though. And your horoscope, where we gonna slay those hoes. We got scribbles getting the acid, rocking the show. Special guest stars, Mark Bronson. First 500 bitches went crazy when he left they arms in it. All we did was plug me in. I got the charge and got their cars and brands. They hold the comment. I'm walking attraction, I'm walking distraction. I'm naturally lacking, I'm naturally breathing. Like a satisfaction, walking a mile world where it's acting. At the top of the tap ring, I see when it's happening. All the love the dapping, all the bumps in the grabbing. Ain't no cops here harassing, all the loose and the laughing. And I said I got traffic, cause that's how we make habit. Yeah, I know when it's drastic, where it's going. When I make up emotions, honestly I'm controlling. When I'm back in the streets, I'm outside of patrolling. When I'm back in the I know our love is forsaken, but do you care if I love you? Or do you wanna be famous? I took the top off, let you take the lip lines off. Too hard to go drop off. You know that we're not soft. I know that we travel, so I need me a time bomb. I've been up in Cabo, Yo Santo, in this wonderful Cubano. It's just my baby mano. I'm a selling Ganos. I don't pick up a mano. I'm back to my man. Who that is walking overseas.
As I sit here thinking to myself, there's no one for you but me, and I mean that. And I think about all the things we've been through, like arguing and fighting for a rap. You know, a little thing I have to reach up and tell the outward what people want to. You know what granddaddy used to always say? This is where I want to be.
Right here with my loved one, smoking on some weed. You got money, won't you light it up?
Now who's that looking in the gate for the best shape? I would love to see hoes in the best half. Give them the words, run up in their spot to talk shit. Word, put on the X.
If you like shit, you know, switching up. Brody came home, let the pick him up. Nigga put on bands, I ride with a picture up. Shoot back to the crib with a pick the switch slip. Stole the track, got it tinted up. Caught him outside, I ain't nothing. Ain't no fucking up, I done put you in. Nigga, ain't no fucking up, I done put you in. Catch his ass at the light, like Tupac and hit him up. Ain't no light, after that, nigga, big enough. Know the niggas need business when they in that real truck. That's bad to the business. I understand I'm the way, I've been focused on this paper. Killers coming out retirement. Put your hands with a package in the hair. I can stop selling all the shit, pay what I make today. Niggas probably want to meet it, but I pay away. But you know, nigga, I'm experienced. Next time I'm famous. In my time, like a gangster, never made a mistake. Fuck niggas like I'm racist.
If you are driving a black BMW in the parking lot, you are holding up a lot of things. I need you to go and fix your car so people can get in and out. If you are driving a black BMW, please assist other people and fix the car the way it's parked so we can move about the cabin. All right? We are 4 minutes. We are 4 minutes.
traveler, call me traveler. Get bored, I'm a terror. Make no error. I'm a gold, I'm a treasure. I'm a rare virgin all night. Arrows smoking all right. Second is the shining light. Second is show. Freedom, 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 oh baby. My baby girl, like she tryna play away. He's gonna lay up in the one that feel like plenty. These digits stop, probably won't have a train. If I do, I'm good. Act like a train. Like Joe Shelby tipping. Baby, I think I'm paying. Something pay your tuition. I need that graduation. I really can't forget what the mission. Top of my motivation. Now I'm straight to the biscuit. As soon as I wake up, like, I'm so high, I flew. I'm so high, I flew. Like on my feet, like a motherfucker. Hey, you gotta show me what's up. Oh, yeah. Chicago got the shit sold up. Oh, yeah. 11 got some big old butt. Oh, yeah. Louisiana got some big old butt. Oh, yeah. What you take, take it up. Yeah, got to take it up. Yeah, got to take it up.
Pussies clicking up so they don't feel alone. Bad niggas seeing me, I'm gone. Money CMB. I used to roll with CMG. The house is not a B&B. The bad bitches waiting on a nigga like a B&D. I'm steady pushing P, niggas pushing P, TNT. I told her that to kiss me in the club, fucking TMZ. I used to want a GMC, but I was doing B&E. Revving up and going on the run like a DNC. I live with her for a couple days, then it's BRB. Rapper love asking if I fuck, but you know he did. We ain't know he did. She came in here, but she left out on the coke shit. Hey, I'm living every 24 like Kobe did. Shout out to the streets. RPH, where the shit is getting big. I'm a 10 for the cake. Yeah, I'm so easy, but I don't say take my shit. Shorty is the sugar honey iced tea. Prettiest one I see. Little mama icy. They say she a Pisces. I heard they are feisty. You know how they treat her. She be sweeter than a high C. Clean up very nicely. Shoes are kind of pricey. Match them up precisely. Good jean, nice tea. Like a food spicy. And she is the same. Hotter than a flame. But I do not know her name. Is it Keisha? Keisha. Is it Tisha? Tisha. Maybe Lisa. Lisa. Or Teresa. Teresa. Tia. Maybe Aaliyah. I guess I'll find out one day. For now, I'm gonna say it.
Welcome back, welcome back. Find your seat. Find your seat. The energy that you give is the energy that you receive. Snap, snap. Snap, snap. You supporting the bar, you get your drinks. Y'all got tacos. I see some of y'all eating tacos. Y'all go to the bathroom because this second half is fire. Just like the first, right? You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now. Snap, snap. For authentic deception. All the way to the stage. All the way to the stage.
How y'all doing? So I asked God for a blessing, and he sent down this talent like manna from heaven. That's how I knew I was a poet. And for those of you who don't know it, I wear it proudly on my shoulders. And I put my foot in it. And you can't call it different. One poet tried it while he was apologizing. I retired him, sent him packing with his severance package. He rode out on an alpaca while shaking his tail feather. I'm a shit talker. And I knew it was my calling when they started calling me back. So I came back with the vengeance. You think my accolades was posthumous because I killed every set. I make sonnets and soliloquies fit. And while my penmanship is trash, my writing makes for good reading, although you'll never catch me reading it. If I can't speak it, I'm gonna remain speechless for the time being, keeping my mouth shut until I'm worthy of your presence, until my presence gets you your erection. I keep a captive audience. I'm lucid with my lyrics, my subject matter is compelling, I'm a provocative storyteller, and I'm a grown-ass woman.
The consequences of me not spitting, catastrophic. You get this ominous feeling like if authentic not spitting, you shouldn't even be here. The side effects are imminent. See, if I don't spit, you don't get wet. You get hungry. You feel like your needs aren't being met. Your mouth don't fly open, and closed mouths and closed legs don't get fed. The idea of me not spitting, mythical. My presentation is methodical because I want you to get the proper perspective. And I want you to be fascinated by all of its facets. I'm educated, but I'm ignorant. So sometimes I act the ass when I spit. Like how my dad used to act when he was working the system, welfare and food stamp couldn't miss us. Or like I always spot a full bearded youngster. When I ain't spitting, the repercussions are massive, like a pandemic, laughable, like a bad wig frontal. And I take no pleasure in your devastation in my absence. So until I can return to the proper fashion with the proper passion, I'll practice abstinence. I'll put my vibrator in a time capsule during the coronavirus. And I don't like censored content. I don't want to be limited about what I'm feeling when I'm in it. I don't want to have to distinguish between work and passion because I'm passionate when I'm working it. Ask him, baby, ain't I passionate when I'm working it? So whether I'm stroking him or stroking my pen, there's consequences to me not spitting. And my pen is sacred. In my hand, I'm an assassin, but I don't need no weapon. Give me a scratch piece of paper and anything to write with, and I'm dangerous. All I need is a pad and a pen and an audience in 5 minutes, and I'll show all my feelings. I shoot down shotted lyrics, shoot down bullshit critics, but never catch me slipping. Never compete with the amateur because it diminishes my status. Never spit like an apprentice, never follow a syllabus, never catch me on stage with an apparatus because cell phones don't spit. And I take that youngster down after 10. The consequences of me not spitting, problematic. When your ear palate misses the rhyming pattern. And I told you I take no pleasure in your devastation and my absence. If you're deprived of hearing me, imagine my deprivation not writing. Now imagine a fighter with no fight. A fire with no firefighter, the eternal flame with no light, a world where wrong prevails over right. Now imagine no authentic insight. That would be a plight. Let me take you out of that suspense, because that's too harsh even for pretense. I ain't going nowhere. I should have never left you for those 6 years. I've been on a self-imposed hiatus, something like a sabbatical, but not quite as radical. But don't take it personal. Don't look at this thing asymmetrical. I left on my own accordance and due to my own superstition. Or maybe it was my woman's intuition. Or maybe it was to grow my real estate business. But the idea of me not ever again spitting, fictitious. I'm pretentious. I left the veteran and came back a living legend. And when my mind determined my limits, then I'm borderless. I stand on tall shoulders of famed poets who wrote before me, my ancestors who dared to dream. So I dream for them. And through their accomplishments, I find solace. I'm buying what they're selling. And what they considered impossible, I considered settling. So I don't need no manifest to confess. I'll just spit that shit, digress, and let you digest for a moment. I'm a catalyst for this cause. And poetry is my catalyst. So for you, that's a win-win. You better show me some respect like Kanai's in the building.
I'm not a poet. One of them days, don't take it personal. Are y'all having fun? Are you eating? Are you ready for your next artist? Say yeah. Snap, snap. Put your hands together for Dallas Robinson.
All right, cool. Can y'all hear me? All right, so first off, this is big Leo energy, right? So on the count of 3, I just need y'all to tell my mother happy birthday. Her name is Latoya. So 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. That was it. All right, so a little bit of past facts. I dropped 2 mixtapes while I was in high school. The first one came out when I was a sophomore, but then the deluxe came out when I was a junior. Now, fast forward. Now in college, some shit I gotta pay for, and I'm aware it's something that I didn't have to pay for. The GL bill had me, but my grades just wasn't the right score, so that financial aid wasn't hitting. Most likely because I was on financial aid suspension, shit, which led to family avoidance. Felt like I let them down like clothes prices on clearance. Like, I should have been graduated by now. It got me losing my patience. Seeing niggas who went to high school with me who already graduated. And some just paper chasing, trying to make investments, but I gotta get back to basics, stay focused. Like, forget that trend that's in. I think I'm I got the trend within, that self-motivation. Thoughts cycle in when it comes to depression. Just a young adult working on grown man decisions. Like, if it was up to me, honestly, I'll be a veteran from the military. Probably from the Air Force or Navy. I'm 28, which is great, but I also got multiple sclerosis on my plate and MS, so military just probably isn't a part of my story. Look, but everybody has a story. I'm just an H-Town from Cali like Rabadori? Nah, more like Trevor Ariza. I see a chick that's right for me, I promise I'll keep her. Like, oh, I see you a Christian too. You know, whenever the sun isn't beaming on both of our foreheads, we can go out and have a picnic, eat chips and shit, and read Bible scriptures. I got the offspring already, baby. But doing things that you don't even have to ask for, because I'm that Mr. Robinson. It makes sense why I get told that I'm pressured. But I'm just maintaining life. Look, earning my stripes. Yeah, we may slip, but still get a grip on life. K-Down with my pen, because everything's going to be all right. Look, when I saw my cousin get baptized, that's how I realized that's my next goal, because I do know the fact that I am a leader. Plus, I'm a child of God, one of one. I know I'm short, but my confidence is tall. Like, I used to smoke. I even used to, shit, I don't think I want to say that part yet, but I ain't got shit, bitch. I'm sorry. That was for the police. Plus, I barely even drink. 2015 to 2018 were the years of myself strengthening myself to not care about what others think of me. Plus, I'm too strong, even in the midst of defeat. The last thing I'm working on to be is royalty, so I'm just maintaining life. Yeah. Earning my stripes. Yeah, we may slip, but still get a grip on life. K-Down with my pen, because everything's going to be all right. All right. Thank you.
Applaud a poet, applaud a poet. Ajane, I think your drinks are working. Please support the bar. I love that we are doing family-like things. We're having our side conversations. We're getting to know people that we haven't met. But remember, we are still at a poetry show. We need to keep our conversations to a minimum to use your inside, even though we're outside voices. Are we agreeing? We got to respect the art, right? Snap, snap. You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now for serotonin. Applaud the poet all the way to the mic.
Haven't been able to say this in a while, but new shit. To the man fiercely picking his nose while making direct eye contact with me at the local Starbucks, I only have 4 things to say to you, sir. First and foremost, in the words of Raven Baxter, you nasty. First is the worst, second is the best. Well, double dog damn daddy long fingers. If you reach any further, you're gonna scratch your brain. Third time's the charm. I am really happy you are not the barista. And finally, 7 days ago, since this extractment of excrement experience, as a person with basic common sense, I am disgusted. However, as a poet, in a weird way, I am inspired. Though your actions are not conventionally acceptable in a public forum, I see something in you, and it's not just your finger. You are not afraid to make yourself known. Very much like your finger, you are not afraid to take up space. You're clearly a man who likes to dig deep. You recognize a golden opportunity when you see it, and you are not afraid to claim what's yours, no matter the reactions of onlookers. You understand the importance of a self-discovery, not knowing what you will find in the end, but still making the journey anyways. I commend you for this, as it is not easy to do, because society is quick to tell us to be ourselves, to explore parts of our identity yet to be discovered. But as soon as we occupy spaces they don't want us in, they call us dirty. They wash and scrub away our true form till we come out of their sink a cleaner version of ourselves, and they just call it hygiene. I used to inhale people's critiques like oxygen, and they rotted away my confidence like a sinus cavity, to the point where flashing these pearly whites was a forced effort, and that's a feeling no one should ever endure. I was afraid to take up space, believing that I should not occupy spaces I have every right to be in before society had the chance to extract me and throw me away like I was unclean. But clearly that's not you. You know how to pick yourself. You know how to say, out of all the people in this room, I am number one. You inspire me to explore parts of myself I have yet to discover, no matter what I find, and to believe in myself through it all, to extract my insecurities from this vessel and clear the path for true growth until people can smell confidence from a mile away like it was manufactured in an old factory. You know how to grab the attention of others, head held high, soiled hands down by your side. I am here. I exist. This man knows who he is. Thank you for your service to this poem. I commend you for your bravery. But though I was inspired, I opted out of introducing myself because I did not want to shake your hand.
Applaud a poet, applaud a poet.
If you ain't learned nothing from COVID-19, everybody should have pocket-sized hand sanitizers. Pocket size. You need to. It's important the hand washing. We good? Don't be picking your nose with me, brother. Y'all having fun? Y'all drinking? Y'all eating? Y'all really eating? You are building energy right now.
Snap, snap for Saint Atlas. All the way to the stage. All the way to the stage. Ooh. All right, how y'all doing tonight? All right, cool. This is my first time up here, so y'all be easy on me, okay? New shit. All right. Through art is the only way I know how to communicate. I'm not really good with my feelings. I take advantage of manipulation and try to balance out the healing, but in the end, there's not even enough cards for me to keep dealing with all the pain that comes with the trials. Taking baby steps isn't easy when you're trying to meet a mile. I got so many damn masks on file. Matter of fact, my favorite one is this smile, but I feel like she represses the reasoning behind my inner child. So when it's safe, I escape. I transfer everything I'm thinking or feeling into a better outlet. And it's crazy to see which candles inside of me eventually ended getting outlit. Old obligations kept putting me on like outfits. I kept questioning karma, even though I know who she be out with. It's balance and patience and time on that bitch team too. You can bring both your A team and your B team and she'll still run your best teams through. It's never been a weekend for me, baby. I'm not loving the crew. And they say the price is always right, no Jackson, but it's true. That middle line is hard to find, but it's in clear sight of those who are blind to the bondage and the boundaries that keep them in their bind. And though the journey is euphoric, it's also very unkind. It's a lot of work to reel in, but you'll feel better when you can unwind. Your purpose is your power, not your job or your occupation either. I mean your actual calling. The first thing that you run to when the sky is falling, what do you really feel like you were supposed to do? That's a question you should really reflect on. Depression runs deep, but you also need to know which causes you have an effect on. Excuse me if I project wrong. Like I said, I don't communicate the best. I suggest to test the rest of the requests. We digress from further stress, so I became and am still becoming fluent in creativity. Usually I be in between time chasing after a theory and its relativity. I was born my magic, no nativity, and it's killing me because right now you're listening, but you're not feeling me, an artist. We go through a lot of shit, man. But we try to tell you without telling you so you know how to respond to our demons that keep failing you. We feel trapped alive. Shit, you might as well call me a Swiffer as many times as I done been trapped in life. Work at this shit every day, even got overtime hours that unclocked. Beat myself to the punchline by saying who's there before I even knock. Who should I be today? What's the vibe so I could copy? I don't want to get someone on the road and then not be able to stop it. So I picked the clear choice, but they know I have motherfuckers that done snuck into my pocket. And when they see a closed door, shit, they love to unlock it. It's like they do it for profit because I was cooling and now these hoes got me about to take off like a rocket. Like I left you at home. What the fuck is you doing here? I ain't bring you on purpose. Plus your ass brought along fear. You know I can't stand that bitch. She act like Rosen when I tell her ass to get to the rear. Like what cracks in my mind do y'all keep slipping through that allow you to accompany me everywhere? I remember going to look for you in my past, but you was never there. Well, at least not this version of you. The olive branch in my soul ripped of its oils and its virgin roots. Complete control was never in the plan. But trying to unlearn it got me stuck where I stand. I want to travel into the spaces of my mental and see where I land, but all the doubt I kept out don't make me feel like I can. It's never been impossible though, so I'm finna pick the mission. Higher than ever, I'm a raven with this vision. You can most definitely talk about it with me. I'm finna let that be your decision, but it's in the art. You understand me better if you just look or listen. All right. We good, we good. DJ, get it ready. It's getting it ready. Are you ready for your next artist? Say yo. Snap, snap. Put your hands together for Jari. All the way to the mic. All the way to the mic. How are y'all doing tonight? Can y'all hear me pretty well? Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. So my name is Jari Poem C. You can follow my Instagram under the name Jari _ Poem C. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my poem called Resiliency. It's gonna be dedicated to a lot of resilient mothers. If you're a resilient mother, you got need some of those in the house tonight? We do? Okay, let's get right into the piece. A family member once asked me, hey, if you had to describe your mom in one word, what would it be? I paused, then exhaled and said, my mom, she's resilient, I think. Then I wondered about the external factor and how the word to best describe my mother is resiliency. It's not your quote unquote standard connotation of beauty, but yeah, it had to be resilience, you see, that defines her to me. One who cannot be made weak. Not because she stayed strong. Nah, that's not the detail that stuck and sticks with me. More like unchanging. And the way that if the rest of the bunch eventually turns rotten, not her. Nah, she is still hard and sweet. A good woman. Traits that can't be duplicated in man's laboratories. Resilience is her. Very wise indeed to take on an unbreakable spirit rather than conformity. I'm grateful she did the raising. And it's only right I look forward to her rise. And two, I figure since you allowed me to look up to you for so long, growing up, you showed me what rising really do. So here it is. Mother, I want you to live. Resilience doesn't have to mean giving your all and not placing value on the self-work we all must do. Mother, that includes you. Work on the insides of you. Discover your truths. You believe it can be done for me and everyone else, but not you. See, now you rarely forget anything. But when it comes to healing through and through, you forget to. I often find myself wanting to express with you on how I feel like the Black woman needs therapy. The worst that can be revealed is that you are not the glue. Not to be used like we'll all fall apart if we don't hold on to the closest thing to God. This, Black woman, are you hearing this? Those conversations often leaves me and you at a dissonance. You exclaim that all you need is faith in this life to get you through it. Real optimistic. And at times I think I get it. But after the same situations reconfiguring in different figments, I quickly renege it. You trying to stand the rain, me trying to tell you I think it's a demon because you really be under attack. But that's also why I admire your resilience. I mean, you're really brilliant. See, you'll be the one to rip that soul contract in half if presented it. Resilient. That's my mother to me. Untouchable. Believes what she believes in. Although we often disagree, there's not enough dissuasion in the world to disassert me from the woman who loves and counsels through resiliency. Consistently. Your well-being, that's one of those things. That's one of those things that matters most to me. I admire you. You inspire me, but you, superwoman, you'll save the whole world and die for me? Really? That's not reality. Beautiful Black mothers, please, please, please put yourself before everyone's needs sometimes and do so selfishly. Look at it this way. If you save you, you save me. Agreed? Agreed. Thank you.
We gon' get this right, bro. You gon' see us later.
This mic is hot. Applaud a poet. Applaud a poet. They sharing their souls, giving you a piece of them. Are you eating? Snap, snap. You are building energy right now for Brandon Dillon. Hey, money right.
I can't dance, y'all. I can't dance, y'all. But hey, our host. Hey, this DJ need to get host going, all right? Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. All right, hey, this is new shit, all right? Real quick before I start this new shit. Man, it's been a while since I've been down here. I know not everybody knows me, but man, I look out here and I see a sea of faces. I see a sea of colors. I see a sea of religions. I see America, y'all. Now, I know that's controversial sometimes, but what I'm telling you right now is poetry is the true melting pot of America. It brings us all together. And so I write poetry, y'all. I write poetry. At least I think it's poetry that I write. I write prose. At least I think it's prose that I write. I write free verse. At least I think it's free verse that I write. I don't know. I've never been classically trained, classically educated. I can't tell you the different types of poems, y'all. I don't know how many syllables and stanzas and commas. I just fucking write. I just write. I write these words so I don't kill myself. I write these words so you do not kill yourself. I write these words so you know you are not the only one who has had their heart crushed, the only one who has had their heart crushed. I write these words so you know you are not the only monster who has destroyed someone. I write these words so you know you are not alone. You are not alone. I write these words because the world is hard, because it is hard and hopeless and cruel. I write these words because life is beautiful and lovely and also worth fighting for. I write these words so you know you are not alone. I write these words so you are not alone. You are not the only one who has walked these dirt paths, these dark and dreary roads. You are not the only one who has battled these demons. You are not the only one who has hit rock bottom, who has peered into the abyss and thought about leaping in. You are not the only one who has held a gun to your head. You are not the only one who has been misled. You are not the only one who has cried themselves to sleep. You are not the only one who has regretted every venomous word you spit. You are not the only one who has been both victim, perpetrator, and bystander. We are all flawed creatures. We are all flawed creatures with so many layers, to some monsters, to others a savior, and yet again to others, you are nothing. I know it is hard making sense of it all, so I write. I write these words so I don't kill myself. I write these words so you do not kill yourself. I write poetry. At least I think it's poetry that I write.
Applaud a poet, applaud a poet. We write, right? Period. 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 Right? Right, DJ, get ready? Period. Y'all having fun? Y'all drinking? Because I'm drinking. Thanks, UCJ, for having my back on. All right. You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now. Snap, snap. For prophetic. All the way to the mic. All the way to the mic. All the way to the mic. No, yeah, baby, a little bit. KRYPHT. She coming. Did I say it wrong? Applaud a poet.
Hello. Sorry for the confusion. I go by Cryptic because my shit's encrypted, spelled with a K, not a C, because it's okay if you don't catch it. Being a woman is walking into a room full of Legos, carpeting the floor like a painful plastic canvas as I am demanded to walk in 6-inch heels. Artfully, tastefully, and most importantly, cheerfully, as if stepping, let alone walking on Legos is not a curse fancied for one's worst enemies. If I do not tread linearly, I will be gaslit for stumbling. Told tales of all the women walking in bigger rooms with legions more Legos, all while doing it prettier than me. If I engineer my walk into a straight line, I will be questioned why my saunter is so slow. As if my memoir must be penned to appeal to everyone else's schedule, my timeline compressed into a biological clock, because fuck the pace you need to be at peace when society needs for you to be pregnant. If I swagger faster, I'm advised all that ambition is barren if my strut is solo. I'll be dissed by all the frogs I nixed a kiss, handed a leash, and admonished to settle down with a man, of course, because there's no room for queer women in enclosures envisioned with husbands as head of household. If my jockey my walk to the right pace for the peanut gallery, they curtail my accomplishments, proclaiming I am trying too hard. Some well-intended microaggressor will suggest that perhaps I'm better suited for tidying up the Legos, since getting across the room seems to be drudgery for me. If I succeed in my stride seemingly effortlessly, insecure bitches will project onto me all the way so they're just a crop to my cream, shading me for thinking I'm better than she, when in reality, I just be who I be. Oh, she thinks she all that. On the contrary, I'm not thinking about y'all at all, focusing on watering the grass around me. So instead, you shame my awareness of the truth that you hate, disapproving of a goddess who knows her own divinity. Some Supreme Court case will decide a dead document deems it unlawful that I bear a 6-inch boost on my shoes, completely disregarding walking on Legos in stilettos is actually abuse, while telling me to be grateful. I at least have a roof over my head, even if that roof is a glass ceiling, cloaking a compressed cage left to feed on stones thrown at me as if they were bread. When boys are put in a den of Legos, we tell them Legos are bricks from which to build a world for themselves. When girls are put in a lodging of Legos, we are relegated to runways rather than reigning. We are denied from constructing the blocks into kingdoms, trained to be servants to mediocre men, because the world believes softness cannot be sovereign. persisting and witnessing how masculine monarchs have driven our earth to its destruction. Leave it to men to suppress and conquer every woman they encounter, including Mother Nature. I'm tired of being a woman in this world. I am tired of being in this world. I am tired of this world. I am tired of this. I am tired. But a floor full of Legos has no space for beds in its blueprint, and all women are witches, so Lego rooms do not come with rest for the wicked. They'll hand me a broomstick and tell me females exist to sweep the floors of everyone else's mess. When I ride the broom, I'm turning my chore into a chariot. They'll profess my flight a hex. Respectfully, cage birds are meant to fly, not sing best.
And she read that shit, period. Applaud a poet. Applaud a poet. Y'all having fun? It's getting close to the picture.
Y'all ain't seen nothing until y'all see Visionary. Like, she's super dope. Like, applaud the feature.
And she got merged. I'm telling you, go back and talk to her before she come up here. I'm telling you.
Yeah, listen, I love when the audience participate. Yeah.
Snap, snap. You are building energy right now. You are building energy right now for days. All the way to the mic, all the way to the mic, all the way to the mic.
Hey, how y'all doing? Thank you. I've been getting that all night. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. This is my first open mic.
We need the mic.
If time is money, no wonder If time is money, no wonder people worry how to spend it. Go by so quick, the fun we had make us blow it quick. Like how we dream of scenes in your mind, the scenes you keep in mind to vacate all your screw-ups. From times to vacate driving you nuts out of body, looking for a feeling that's driving you up. So you met them after work just to give one fuck. Always cool, just talking about enough. And it ain't trying to be abrupt. Scrambling life, finding how to live these words. Can't guess these games when I talk about us. Maybe I'm just tired being deeply stuck. Keep replaying, think I'm in the child, calling, trying to ring me up, crawling at me from the vision, running me. Let me say. Yeah. If time is money, no wonder people worry how to spend it. Go by so quick, the fun we had make us blew it. Like how you dream of scenes in your mind, the scenes you keep in mind to vacate all your screw-ups. From time I was driving you nuts, out of body looking for a feeling that's driving you up. So you met them after work just to give one fuck. It's always cool till we start talking about enough. And I ain't trying to be abrupt, scrambling life, finding out how to live these words. I can't guess these games when I talk about us. Maybe I'm just tired being deeply stuck. Keep replaying in my mind. I keep thinking of this inner child. Keep trying to ring me up, crawling at me from the inner, warning me when things trying to get tough. But I keep calling out my bluff. When I look around, it's just me and my blunts. Then they say the smoke hurts, it's lighting up. Haze moving on blurred visions. Speeding through these places I lived in. Texting at the mileage getting. Steady on go, but the words. Why do I always feel like I need to replenish and go from my brokenness? Do my times revolves these things that make my mind tick? It's heavy. It's hitting heavy on my mental. The shit that I've been through, I feel couch dead. Wondering on the pressure of what I've been through to be lifted. Got weight on my neck, so I'm steady sending messages, but you missed it. I'm sitting here banging rock solid because you will never listen to the tone of the rhythm of my blues. I'm not cripping. I drew blood from fighting to get out my issues. I can't read these words from no dirty lenses as I'm stay taking off these prescriptions, these pill popping keeping none from my afflictions. Shit, I can't change no control of what Drake gave with the Caribbean addiction. Out of place, Ghostface, how you whipping up shit, but you steady missing. Brandon, your greens trying to have drip left on, now you baked up, trying not to fill up the kitchen. It's eating at my feelings when you was the reason. Reflecting off the thoughts that I'm seeing, played off images, build a nation, made up of split up decisions. Can't box me in something that's way out in the open. It's about a spectrum of feelings. It felt like hell to me. Stay to myself so I move up so steadily. Evolve from my place so I can still feel my sales wealthily, so I might stay away from niggas that laugh on cue when I'm living my life so regularly. But I'm just being truthful. Being someone else is a death to me, so I stay honest. Some take it as a third degree. Those niggas all jokes to me. Pushing buttons, the game is in me. Play it to the system, I take it informally, so I can see it on your skin. Feel my words like I'm real, and you Stevie Wonder. Am I toxic to tell the real? Am I just infernal? Taking on my healing waters when I want your heat. Bring it down on me, I'm wiped out. Listen to a magical breeze, keep me from falling. At the end of all this talking, somehow I knew I was on my own target. To be greater than all my old hardships. It's destiny beyond the travels. Sometimes I knew I was beyond the gravel to keep me from the walking.
Hey, listen, are you having fun right about now? Listen, you need to get your tickets for next week. You see what happened, right? You was in line, online, buy your tickets online. If you're really smart, you would just go ahead and do the membership. Do the membership, pay your $5 a month, get access. Right. Did you see? Did you hear it? We're going to do it again. You should just go ahead and get your wine membership for $5. Especially when you have access to live stream shows and you get discounted tickets to the live shows also. And then you get access to workshops and everything. Snap, snap. You need to get your tickets for next week. The feature next week is Jada Sage hosted by Free K. Give it up for that. And then we got dirty, intimate, or dirty, real intimate poetry that I'm hosting. Drips. Drip, drip. Never mind, y'all gonna get it when y'all see it next week, all right? All right. Snap, snap. This is the last open mic person before we bring up our feature. I tried to go through the list as fast as I could, but we did see a lot of poetry tonight. Clap it up for that. If I did not make it to you, please come out every night, every time we have an open mic, and be here early so we can support the list. All right? Is that all right with y'all? So you building energy right now? Clap, clap. For I see you. All the way to the mic. You giving energy all the way to the mic. I don't know if there's not enough people in here that's old enough for that. Lately it seems to be something insecure.
My coochie has a first name. It's the letter D and the letter A. My coochie has a second name. It's TRUTH. You'd love to eat her every day. And if you ask, I'll say okay. But once you stick you on a lick and she'll suck out your DNA. Hey! Now, let me tell you a little joke about my vagina. That's okay. You'll never get it. See, you're not even in my atmosphere, so please don't try to hit it. See, my head game causes damages with 2 comma places, and you can't even file insurance claims on these types of cases. See, I'll make your toes throw gang signs, and you'll make faces that stick. And my sex game is so crazy, I'll have you pussy whipped off a sniff. And when you can't get it, I'll have you feeling some type of way, because after I put it on you, I'll have you walking funny for a couple of days. Now wait. What is this now? You want to come out the friend zone?
Wow. Okay, I'll give you a preview, but it's only using my mouth. So pull him over, unbutton and unzip his pants, and I gently take his member out. Lips parting slowly, just to take you in, warm, soft, and moist, allowing the licking to begin. And then I lick past the tip and then over the ridge. Now your complete mushroom cap is surrounded by my lips. Now I'm sucking all the way down, suction like a Kegel. I'm doing this shit just to make you feel good. Whew. What is this? Are you shaking and shivering? Are you speaking gibberish? Is that pre-cum glistening? Oh, look at you. Your body is all taut. See, you thought I was kidding because you thought I was all taut. But now I'm rapid fire on that ass and I'm massaging your balls while I'm stroking your shaft and I get 2 fingers wet and I reach around the back and now I'm stroking your prostate just like that. Now I switch hands because I need to put a little on my thumb and I rub on your perineum. Now, see, if it wasn't for me, you would have did it on them because I had to move and allow your hard come shot to hit the ceiling. What? Me swallow? Boo, you ain't privileged. Now, I reach into my purse. I get my wipes. I give you a high five for what it's worth. But I see you walk over to your drawer and you pulling out 2 condoms. And I'm trying to figure out what that's for. I'm like, wait. See, we can do 1 of 2 things. You can save it for your next chick or you can open it up, put it on your heart because I'm about to fuck your feelings because I told you. I don't make love, I make memories. And right now, you're about to remember me leaving. Or you remember what you could have had if your little stick-up kid was more of a handyman. Applaud a poet! Give it up. You are building energy. Clap, clap. Clap, clap. For Lily, I ain't misbehaving. Come on, you gotta come. Y'all gotta clap. Clap, clap. All the way to the stage. All the way to the stage. All the way. Come on. California, how y'all doing? I beg and please get here, so thank you. Okay. Word on the street, your man Crush Monday loved fat girls. I knew this because he dedicated songs in celebration of our voluptuous statue. He has an appreciation for these thick thighs that rub together and an onion that brings tears of joy to his eyes every time you walk into a room. See, we wear our thickness like a badge of honor. There's no shame in our game, whether it's a bathing suit, business suit, or a birthday suit. The men all pause, stop, and chew at the sight of all this lusciousness. We play beautiful music as our hips sway. They call that thing right there poetry in motion. Try not to choke from our potion. You know that we cast spells on mere mortals simply by being in our presence. When I'm asked, what do I bring to the table? My response is, I am the table. I am the appetizer, main course, and dessert. And depending on what kind of man you are, you can get this work. I see those little skinny bras over there at their dudes at the mall talking about she's so fat. But she didn't notice when old boy's neck did the exorcist turn as I walked by, because fat girls are all of that. Our milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, little girl. Yeah, your man Crush Monday has a thing for a woman with a little extra something in the midsection. So I guess that means I'm the center of his attention. While little Miss Anorexia is over there throwing up her last meal, her boo thing is low-key crushing on this rump roast, wishing I would give him something he could feel. He wants to experience the rush of digging deep into our gold mines. Trust and believe we're worth our weight in gold. Us big girls exudes confidence, intelligence, and sex appeal. So if you size 6 sticks feel some sort of way about the influx of audacious beauties taking over the world, don't hate. Appreciate the fact that we slay all motherfucking day. Divas come in all shapes, sizes, and nationalities. We are a hot commodity. So the next time one of you slender hoes want to congregate in a group and try to fat shame us for having some extra meat on our bones, just keep in mind that we're pretty hot and tempting. Your man likes it, hell, your man loves it. Thank you. Applaud a poet, applaud a poet. Are you ready for your feature?
tonight is special to me. She is like my woman crush Wednesday. Okay, like I met her in Philly, and we just been rocking ever since. So listen, you are building energy right now. She is a 4-time award-winning poet. You are building energy right now. She is a recent law school graduate and the founder of SMS Poetry Summit. Put your hands together for Visionary, the poet.
Is a female version of a hustler. I'm a hustler.
My non-dancers. I know one move. It's the Millie Rock. Y'all know what the Millie Rock is down here? The New York dance. Oh, all right. Peace, y'all. I am super grateful to be here. Transparent moment. I don't usually get nervous, but I'm like hella extraordinarily nervous right now. I don't know what happened. Like, I did write 2 new pieces. I think that's a part of it. So, new shit. All right, I'm going to start with a piece called Baggage Claim. If you've ever been in a toxic relationship, say yeah. If you've ever been a toxic one, say yup. Okay, accountability, period. See, I don't know what you were talking about in your piece. They're accountable over here. Dating is like the TSA pre-check for a relationship. Like, before I hand you this boarding pass, let me make sure you're not gonna blow my whole shit up. Cause see, that's the thing about terrorists. They never come with the bomb strapped to the outside of their outfit. So when I ask you to remove your past traumas and to place your insecurities in the bin, don't look so surprised. As if the metal detector didn't go off when you stepped through it. As if the metal staples holding your heart together aren't proof of the 9/11 memorial that some ex has made of you. See, you know firsthand. And acting like you don't is just another form of contraband. So when I ask you not to check your luggage in, it's because I refuse to meet you at the baggage claim. I'd rather you carry on. At least then I know you can carry your own weight, and that each of your toxic traits could be neatly bottled into a travel-sized container, never to exceed 3 ounces. And should you board the plane, I'll be sitting right in the exit row because I refuse not to have an escape plan when I know that hijacked hearts have been responsible for the deaths of too many Americans at the expense of too many spirits who travel from Terminal A to B United at the frontier of love, like a Delta and a Q and destination weddings via JetBlue. Problem is, half the time you don't even know who you get married to. Whole time it's been Laden. Everything they told you been a Laden, like the president before Biden got your mind saying, well, Biden, but the heart trumps all. So turbulence leads to fall. Ding. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The pilot has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. For your safety, please remain seated and keep all large items stowed away. The familiar parts of yourself get thrown away. Power off the self-love. Tuck your individuality under the seat. Use your partner for a seatbelt. Click. Boom. Now grief is the only passenger left standing. A tragedy not even worth landing. So when I give you a hard time in the TSA pre-check line, just put your shit in the bin and keep it pushing. Thank you. Gratitude. So this is the new piece, right? So this is the one I'm nervous about. New shit. If you're single, say single. Okay, I heard that Houston was very single. I see you. If you're happily in a relationship, say taken. Okay, period, with a little flick of the wrist. I love that green dress. All right.
I'm single. Not like a dollar bill though. More like an Apple stock, which is to say, I'm a little less accessible and a lot more of an investment. I'm single like prior to being single, I had 99 problems and she was my prettiest one. So pretty no longer impresses me. If her mind ain't the prettiest thing about her, then it's not even a flex to me. A pretty heart is the only thing worth breaking next to me. I'm single like I don't do casual because I don't want people's demons in the bed with me. Energy transfers, that's why sex is more than sex to me. I want somebody's soul to be the one undressing me. And I swear wholesome women really taste the best to me. Something about peace, just pH balances the head to me. I'm single like I'd be lying if I said our memories didn't sleep on her side of the bed, butt naked like a mistress. And even though I miss my mistress, even though I miss my missus, I don't mistress. I cried over the milk that spilled, but to be honest, I switched to oat milk and I like it chilled. These days, my glass is more full than filled. What good is a woman if the woman isn't healed? I'm single like I love being in love, but I love being at peace more. And I'm not saying I won't fight for love or that I'll love with one foot out the door. I'm saying that I promise to wear my boxing gloves, but only for as long as my piece stays off the ring floor. I'm single like, even though I want to do life with a wife, I'd rather meet her in my afterlife when death do us part than to be with someone for the mere sake of playing the part. I'd rather be apart than to not do my part. I'm single, but I'm not outside. Because voids only heal from the inside. And Tequila never did anything for me that poetry couldn't. So for now, I write bouquet tosses in these poetry bookings. And I pray that one day they land in hands that feel like homemade cooking.
Yo, you feeling the feature? Yo, she came all the way from Jersey. I'm going to pass this tip jar around. I want enough money in here so she go back and come back to visit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to pass this tip jar around and she got merch. How much is your merch, visionary? $40. Only $40? You need to hit it up. You can't afford not to buy it. Give it up for your feature.
That's love. Thank you, Queen. Can y'all hear me okay? All right. When I said I want to kiss you from your head to your navel, what I meant was I want to start at your crown and pause at your sacrum. Undress the parts of your intuition that are really just fears mislabeled. I want to give you 50 shades of orange reasons to lay your soul on that table. And orange might be the new. These are the types of shows that they don't show on cable. I want to start missionary. So you can look me in my third eye while you call me visionary. I want to lock lips full of conversation, and lace your tongue in French affirmations, and heat up your soul, then sip from the condensation. I think the ocean of you. God made a potion of you. Channel orange, no tornado. I'm Frank Ocean about you. Split the sea like you Moses while you sit on my mind. Lay your thoughts on my lotus. That's 69 by design. Throat chakras hitting new poses. Let's get our auras aligned and pillow talk while you climb. Love. That's love, y'all. Some of y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. You ain't never lied for the right one. All right. If y'all love love, say I love love. Yes. What does love feel like for y'all? Shout out some words. What's love? Peace. Comfort. Softness. Silkness. Softness. Yeah, that's what I said. You had me thinking it was like a Houston slang. Yeah. Flow. Water flow. Intentional. What you say, Queen? Nurturing. Easy. Well, I want to challenge you on that because love is not always easy. In fact, real love is often very hard, in my opinion. But I mean, maybe you got the key and I just don't. All right. So this piece is called Love Is. I wrote this last week. So new shit. Sorry, y'all. Extraordinarily long pause. I had to get back into character. And I forgot the first line. Love you too. Thank you. Why can't I remember the first line to this piece?
Let's give a round of applause.
I just wanted some love. I never wanted to be a love poet. But every time I try to write about love, my pen runs out of ink. Which is to say, love is the only word worthy of permanence. I never wanted to be a love poet. But every time I try to write about something else, all of the other words I know fall out of my mind and splatter my pages blank, as if to say the only pages worth filling are the ones whose lines are prepared to bend perfectly around love. Love is everything your action said when your mouth didn't. And if talk is cheap, then love is the most expensive drug hidden. Love is commitment. Love is forgiving. Love is revealing the parts you'd rather keep hidden. Love is when you can't stand the heat but still stand in the kitchen. Love is a life sentence. Love is the only bid you can't outbid. Love doesn't break just because your heart did. Love doesn't always get it right like my third eyelid. Love is a gamble. There's always a chance that you will be mishandled, and sometimes love is a scandal. But when love is afraid, love stands 10 toes in some sandals. Love doesn't scramble. Love is the bacon. Love is saying, text me when you get home and actually waiting. Love is patient. Love is gracious. And when life trips you up, love waits for you to tie your laces. Love is a view you can't find in places. Love is a garden. Love is elite enough to guard James Harden. Love is deep enough to bury the whole yard. And love is amazing. And if love is amazing, show me the way in. Love is eating the booty like you baked it. Love is more concerned with giving than taking. Love doesn't keep score of the mistaken. Love is liberation. I never wanted to be a love poet, but these bars be the closest thing to free I'll ever be. So this next piece was going to be my final piece, but because my pieces are a little shorter, I kind of want to give y'all one more. Y'all down for an extra one? All right, we lit. So this piece is shifting gears a little bit. I tried to curate a love set, but this one is about PNB Rock. So if anybody, do you guys know who PNB Rock is? All right, somebody want to say what happened to PNB Rock? Tragically, he got shot, he got murdered, and robbed for his jewelry. So I'd love for you guys to just take a moment of silence with me to just honor him, but everyone like him, because people die every day like him and they don't necessarily get the same love and attention that he did. When PNB Rock died, so did the brown boy who shot him. The mortician will dress his body in a jumpsuit, place his mind in a casket. They'll bury his name beneath an inmate number and then donate his soul to the system. The way an organ donor offers a dying heart, his mother will mourn at the funeral, but we'll call it a court date. And when it's said and done, they'll post his obituary in news articles, lace his story in stolen jewelry, then auction it off to the highest bidder and we'll bid with our attention. Making auction paddles of our timeline, they'll call him a thug, a suspect, a robber, a murderer, but deep down, he's just a boy. who's probably scared, hurt, broken, a slave to his circumstances. They will never add this perspective in the news articles, though, the way they never create hashtags for accountability. Our people need resources, but they get guns instead. Always enough budget to fill prison beds, but never enough to cover therapy for the trauma inside their heads. And the finger that pulled the trigger was only doing what it was taught. Because Nerf guns and real ones ain't as different as we thought. And ain't it funny how boys learn to hold a gun well before they learn to read a clock? How one tick can force a grip to deprive a life of its next top. This narrative been viral. Because Toys R Us taught our boys to bust, and hip-hop culture taught our boys to fuss, and we taught them that if they soft, they sus. So I guess what I'm trying to say is the chalk outline was there well before his body hit the pavement. And we're the ones who put it there. Epilogue. I wish brown boys were as bulletproof as our right to carry. Thank you. And that's really just a perspective switch, right? Like sometimes we feel for the mother who lost the boy who got shot, but we don't feel for the mother who lost the boy who became a murderer. And behind every single bad act, there's healing that needs to be done. There's hurt, there's pain, there's grief. And just a reminder to be a little nicer, a little kinder in life, because you never know what people are going through. You never know what battles they're facing. They didn't just wake up and decide to be that. They didn't wake up and decide to be a monster. So with that, I'm gonna jump into my last piece. Also, I just want to say it's hot as fuck in Texas. Like, if hell is hotter than this, I really got to start reevaluating some of my actions because I'm not gonna make it. Oh man. All right. Y'all know what a simp is? DJ, can you just run it back in like 1 second? I'm sorry. But I just want to make sure we got the vocab down. So what's a simp, y'all? They love people. I don't know what you said about mediocre pussy, but oh man, somebody infatuated with mediocre pussy. I don't know. I would say yes, but I identify as a simp, and that ain't it. So a simp is like a sucker for love, right? So this poem is called Simp Gardens. Also, side note, this poem changed my life. So this was my first poem that went viral, like stupid viral. And thank y'all. And from that, I was able to like build a career. I've been 1.5 years full-time entrepreneur, even though I also am getting ready to start my law career. And it's been really incredible. Like I've been able to work with TEDx, T-Mobile, Wawa, NBC, all kinds of Accenture, EY, like these like corporate companies. And it's funny because like the internet is really an interesting place. It can be used as a tool for real, but then other times it can kind of like drown you. So yeah, just a little backstory about these pieces. When I look at you, I see like 9 reasons to be a simp and like 1 reason not to. I've never been into math, but I gotta say I like my eyes. Reason 1, I dig you like a shovel, which is to say it's less about the beauty that I see when I look at you and more about what I found beneath the surface too. You've been hurt, and so have I, but you nurtured scars into a soil so rich that nothing broke can afford to bloom here. 3, I'm convinced that your soil was made for these seeds, and that every seed planted before me was just weeds. 4, we both know what it's like to water what's already dead. It's how I know it'd be different this time. 5, you make me want to plant love in all the right places, like within your bones for starters, because I know that's where you hide your fears. I want to grind the skeleton of your doubts into a fertilizer for mushrooms. I want a psychedelic trip for our love. 6, I want to grow a love so light that even the trees stop to gaze. Meet me under the sun's rays. Look me into a Sundays, hold me still like Sundays, 7. And when the darkness seeps in like Mondays, I want to meet you there to remind you of the magic you've made under moonlight. I've seen you paint roses, the color of heartbreak, the way that fallen leaves sing the sound of forgiveness. I'll remind you what balance is made. And when it storms, I want to meet you in the puddles. Bump blind drill and find breath in our cuddles. Alignment through the puddle, meet me grounded. So when it thunders, we could interlock roots and be well founded. 9. I want to do everything I have no business doing. And God damn it, I want to do it with you. Like, take you out to dinner knowing the budget is budgeting. And neglect my schoolwork to write you the type of poem worth publishing. I want to love past the poison ivies of my upbringing. I want to bloom in the winter and go dormant in the spring just to prove that what's cold don't always gotta sting. And as for the one reason not to, I gotta be honest. I'm afraid I'll make a dandelion of my spine just to bend over backwards enough to make you mine. And then somewhere down the line, our stems will miss a line. But fuck all the fear talk. I want to harvest our memories and get drunk off our time without any attachment to the grapevines. And I've never been a gardener queen, but I gotta say I like our eyes. Thank you. Gratitude, y'all. That's my set. I just want to send some love your way, y'all. Like, anything that you want to do in life, it is your opportunity each new day that you get to rewrite your narrative. It's every day that you wake up, you have an opportunity to plant one seed. You're not going to get there overnight. You might fail, but don't let fear drive you. If there's something that's on your heart, you only get this shit once. You don't get it again. So I encourage y'all to like really just do what makes you happy, because tomorrow isn't promised. Next month isn't promised. Next year isn't promised. We always have a habit of saying, oh, I'll do this on Monday. I'll do this in the new year. And with that, if y'all feel comfortable affirming with me, I would love that. So if it aligns, just affirm. Oh, shit. My fault. Just affirm with me. I am the architect of my life. I give myself permission to fail. I give myself permission to start over as many times as I need. I hold space for all of me, not just the flattering parts, because I am that. I am her, him, them. I am love. I am light. I am free. I am me. Period. Thank y'all. Oh yeah. Oh, I got an announcement for y'all. Also, big shout out to T Sleeveless. We really flew out here together. We've been kind of like making every poetry move together. He's my inspiration. Like, his bars really be barring. So do you guys know who LaRussell is, the rapper? LaRussell from Good Company, GC. He's from Cali, the Bay. Yeah, yup. Well, we just actually booked him today. We solidified the contract for our next SMS Poetry Summit in April. So I hope y'all come check us out. It's a 3-day poetry event. We did it in Philly last June for the first time, and it was a huge success. We had people from Ohio, South Africa, Atlanta, Las Vegas, Chicago, Iowa, Canada. We had people from everywhere, and it was about 200 creatives. We have hosted panel discussions, an open mic experience, a slam competition with a $500 cash prize, just like 3 days worth of programming on how to really build and monetize your craft as a poet, how to heal through your poetry, just overall, really a vibe and really a valuable experience. It's like the Art Basel for poets. So come check us out, you know what I'm saying? That's my time. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Give it up for your feature. Thank you, Visionary, for coming out and blessing the mic. It was so